Good evening, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, October 18, 2014, around 9:16 p.m. Sun's down. It's in the mid-50s, going to be going down to the 30s tonight, and tomorrow's going to be in the 50s, much cooler, and with sun and clouds. We're going to go into a cool pattern with maybe later on this week being very raining and windy. Some news to report. Clemson beat BC by the score of 17-13 today at the Heights in Chestnut Hill. Clemson's nationally ranked number 24, and the BC Eagles gave them a good game, but they lost. And also, tonight I was watching the Paul Heyman DVD video. This is the video right here. Very great video. It's one of the best DVDs that the WWE has ever produced. It tells you all about Paul Heyman's career, from getting to start in professional wrestling, his experience in AWA, WCW, WWE, and him being the owner of ECW. I watched the documentary part of this DVD, and it's great. And I got this for using one of my gift cards I got for my birthday, Best Buy. So check this video out, okay? And okay, that's about it on that. And my third and final video blog subject of the night is about my personality profile. My personality profile today is about NBA Hall of Famer Kevin McHale. Kevin McHale was a power forward center. He played his entire career with the Boston Celtics, one of the top 50 greatest players in NBA history, first ballot Hall of Famer, and part of the Big Three with Larry Bird and Robert Parrish. Kevin McHale was born and he grew up in Hibbing, Minnesota. And in his senior year in high school, he was named Mr. Minnesota Basketball. And then he played his college career for Minnesota, the University of Minnesota, and he was a couple of times Big Ten Player of the Year. His career average is 15.2 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game. He's still second on the all-time scoring list for golfers' history with 1,700 points and 950 rebounds. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 1980 as the third overall pick in the NBA draft. It was the Celtics' first round pick, and McHale almost never suited up for the Celtics his rookie year because he was in a little bit of a contract dispute. He threatened to play in Italy, but he got that deal done, and for the next 13 years, Kevin McHale was a member of the Green Team. He was one of the greatest low post players in NBA history, and 3 times he was an NBA championship winner, 1981, 84, and 86. 7 times he made played in the All-Star game. 3 times he was All NBA Defensive First Team, and 3 other times he was All NBA Defensive Second Team. He was 2 times named Six-Man Player of the Year by the NBA, and he was also a very physical player and a great scorer and stuff like that. He was also part of the Big Three with Bird, McHale, and Parrish, and he was pretty good. Also, McHale was one of those players where you could get clutch performances from as well, and he could be known as sometimes a physical player and sometimes dirty, but not that dirty. And he and Bird and Parrish played together for 12 seasons, and they aged together as well for the Celtics. A lot of people criticized them. The Celtics kept them together too long, but they were the best threesome in NBA history. And Celtics won so many division championships and stuff, even though towards the end of the career, Bird was hurting with a back, and Parrish had knee problems, and McHale had knee problems as well. And Kevin McHale retired in 1993, And after he retired, the Celtics retired as number 32, and then he went to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves to work for them in various capacities for 16 years. First, he was a TV analyst for the games and then he was a special assistant to the general manager. In 1995, he was named vice president of basketball operations, and he was vice president of basketball operations for the Timberwolves for many years. He drafted Kevin Garnett and other players, but the Timberwolves weren't really a good team. They always would make the playoffs but get bounced in the first round and stuff. It was not until 2004 when the Timberwolves had their best season ever, which was first in the Western Conference, and Kevin Garnett won the MVP, and Minnesota won 2 playoff series, but they fell to the Lakers in the Western Conference semifinals, and they have not been back to the playoffs since, and the Timberwolves continue to go downhill and stuff, and Kevin McHale a couple of times had to coach the team. And his tenure with the Timberwolves ended in 2009. He traded Kevin Garnett to the Celtics in 2007, and after Kevin McHale left the Timberwolves, he worked for TNT and NBA TV for 2 years as an NBA game analyst, and also he worked for the studio show. In 2011, Kevin McHale was hired to coach the Houston Rockets, and he's still with them. This is his 4th season becoming the Houston Rockets head coach, and ever since he's been the coach of the Rockets, they've been a good team, but they haven't won a playoff series yet, and they have pretty good talent, and hopefully they could win a playoff series or 2, because if they don't this year, Kevin McHale could be in serious jeopardy of losing his job, and Kevin McHale is probably one of the top 10 players in Celtics history. His number 32 is retired. I don't have his uniform. I have Bird's t-shirt and Parrish's t-shirt, but I never have a McHale t-shirt yet. Hopefully they sell them around. They used to sell old school t-shirts at several different places around the area, but I haven't seen any in many years. And that's about it on that for Kevin McHale, my last personalized profile of the night. And that's my last video blog of the night as well. I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook friends and YouTube followers, for at least 3 to 6 more video blogs. One of the subjects I'm going to talk about tomorrow is the 10 greatest New York Yankees pitchers of all time. And then the other 2, I won't mention that unless you're my Facebook friends. That's the final status. I'm going to be posting what the other 2 subjects are. Don't forget, in 7 more days, the NBA preview blog 2014-2015. 3 weeks from Sunday is the Montreal Screw Job, and coming later on in November or December, whenever, it's my first monthly question and answers video blog. So Facebook friends and YouTube followers, send me a private message about a question. I'll answer it to you. Don't forget, future video blogs for personality profiles will definitely include Julie Broughton, Local News 6 weekday traffic reporter, and she has a great smile and nice legs. Heidi Lee Platt, who has the nicest legs in the world and a great smile. Crystal Pistol, Janelle Tobin, Dee Patel, last week, no bus. Bruce Cronin, want to put a wager on that? Tony Ramos, Donald Beauregard, and Angelo, who plays scratch tickets all the time at Market Basket and wins nothing. Good night, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye now.